Welcome to the No BS Sales School podcast. I'm your host, Walker McKay. I was on LinkedIn yesterday and something triggered me. So bizarre that it triggered me, but it really did. I got pissed off. Somebody was whining, saying that, they paid for LinkedIn Premium, but it was $800 a year and they just didn't see how it was worth it. And then they stopped paying $800 a year. And so then their posts weren't seen by as many people and there wasn't as much engagement. And they thought the whole thing was a pay-to-play racket. And all of a sudden, I was like, okay, well, that's interesting. And then I thought, it's only $800 to start with. If you're not willing to invest $800 in yourself and your business, then okay, maybe that says something about you. But secondly, I've been paying the LinkedIn Premium, for as long as it's been around. I think since it was $450 for the LinkedIn Premium, which is probably 10 years. And I can tell you for the first 5 years, I probably would have agreed with her and said, why in the world would I have LinkedIn Premium? But for the last 5 years, I really started using and working LinkedIn, and it's become my absolute best number one lead generation source. It's how I met maybe you who's listening to this podcast right now. Maybe it's how you heard about the podcast or you thought about it or you checked it out. LinkedIn is one of those things like cold calling, if you will. Easy to say it doesn't work. So therefore you don't do it, which reinforces the idea that it doesn't work. Or maybe you tried it one time and nobody answered the phone or nobody called you back. And so therefore it doesn't work. LinkedIn's the same way. Maybe you posted something and gosh, you didn't make $1 million on it. Nobody called. Well, here's the thing. Using LinkedIn is a behavior. Right? It is something that you must do time and time again. It's a skill to hone. It is a practice. And if you just post one time or once a month and you say, all these people are trying to link with me that I've got no idea who they are. And I posted a month ago, I've posted 3 times and nothing happened. Well, no shit. Imagine doing anything 1 time or 2 times or 3 times and then just deciding it just didn't work. Let me tell you what I do to use LinkedIn, how I make it effective, how it works for me. Now, maybe different for you. There may be different things that work, but I'll just tell you what I do. First of all, I make LinkedIn a daily practice. I am on that site 5 days a week, sometimes 6 days a week. Sometimes I'll check in on the weekends, see what's going on, see what message I have. But every day, 4 days a week, I'm posting something. I'm posting a video clip. I'm posting, some a blog type thing, some of my thoughts about things. I'm also reaching out to people that comment on my posts. If anybody's a second connection, I'll reach out to them and say, hey, thanks for your comment on my post about X, because, who knows what they may have commented on 5 things. They may have no idea, but I'm going to send them a little message. Hey, I paid attention. Thanks for commenting on my post. Loves your insight. Link with me. And then I'll put my name, I'll put Walker, right? And then I'll have my email address and then I'll have my phone number. Why would I do that? Why would you do that, Walker? Because I want it to be easy for people to find me, to reach me. And if they see that and they go, yeah, I'd love to talk to that guy. Or maybe they see a post a couple of weeks later, they go, I want to talk to him about that. They can go right back to my last message and see my phone number, my email address. Make it easy for people to contact you. Second thing, when I post my opinions about things. I see a lot of people putting up pictures. Hey, new product we have. Come buy our new product. And that's fine, right? That's what your marketing department tells you to do. But what if you posted your opinions about the industry or your opinions about kind of how things were evolving or how you were doing your work or what was working for you that was helping you. And you just posted it out there. There's a guy whom I met. He was in Nashville. And he used to post on LinkedIn about the roofing business. And he posted every day some interesting fact about the roofing business. And he would show pictures of roofs and he called himself the roofing guy. And he would post pictures of roofs, why things worked, why things didn't, how he was going about finding people, how he was going about finding prospects, all those things every single day, right? He became, he branded himself on LinkedIn. Well, same thing I'm trying to do. I reach out to people. Sometimes if it's somebody that comes across my feed, I will say, seems like an interesting person. I will send them an email and say, hey, John, I saw your content. You seem like somebody I ought to know. Link with me. And then again, name, I'll put Walker and then my email address and then my phone number. Quite frankly, I don't know how many people accept it and how many people don't. Most of them, I assume, do. I don't follow if they, I don't care if they follow me or not. Second thing I do is whenever somebody reaches out to me, and you may have noticed this if you've done this yourself, if somebody reaches out to link with me, I will absolutely accept it unless you're from Pakistan. Nothing against the Pakistanis, but I'm getting a lot of these third world country people that are trying to sell me shit I already have. So I typically don't follow them. If they're in the United States and they're a typical prospect for me, then I will follow them back. Or what I'll do is I'll respond and I'll say, hey, John, thanks for reaching out. Happy to connect. I'm always curious, what made you want to link with me? And then my name, email address, phone number. Hey, John, thanks for reaching out. Happy to connect. What made you want to link with me? You guys won't believe this, but 1 out of 3 people will respond and say, hey, I want to talk to you. Some version of, hey, I loved your posts about this. Love to talk to you about that. You know how often that happens? Probably 5 times a week. 5 times a week does somebody say, you know what, I'd love to talk to you. So I'm more open to people reaching out. I'm happy to connect with their salespeople. If they're running a business, if they're a VP of sales, if there's somebody like that, why the hell would I not connect with them? When somebody says to me, hey, where can we find out more information about you? I say, well, I've got a website, but you can go to LinkedIn. I post my beliefs and my thoughts, everything, almost every single day. Right? So I put myself out there, and the people that I end up talking to, they feel like they already know me because you know what? They do. They know where I'm coming from. They know what I believe, and it attracts the people who believe the same things that I do or who want to understand it better. I got nothing in this game. LinkedIn doesn't pay me. I pay them. I've had help along the way. I'm not taking full credit for this. My friend Lindsay McMillian-Steeman, she's the LinkedIn girl. Look her up on LinkedIn. She posts content every single day about how to use LinkedIn. I hired Lindsay, 4, 5, 6 years ago to help me figure out how do I use this thing that I'm paying for. She's been terrific and she's brilliant. You should reach out to her, Lindsay McMillian-Steeman on LinkedIn. I also have had help from people who do some writing for me. There's a guy named Dennis Van Thor. There's another guy named Kaz Costello. There's another person, Lee Bradshaw. There's another guy, Josh, who has helped me in the past. So, I need help, right? I get prompting for this stuff. They're helping me write some stuff. I want to have the best voice I can, get my best ideas out there. LinkedIn works for me. It may not be the right thing for you. Here's how you know, though. It's like joining the gym and paying $800 a year. Are you using it? Are you going? What are the exercises you're doing? Are you just doing cardio? Are you lifting weights? Are you doing both? Do we see you once a month when you're hungover and want to sit in the sauna? Don't use LinkedIn. I don't give a shit. But don't complain that it's too expensive or that it doesn't make sense. If you're not willing to invest $800 in your career, probably tells you something about your commitment level to your career. I'm Walker McKay with No BS Sales. Use LinkedIn or don't, but it's value there if you do it right.